So I gotta do this quick. Got a girl's birthday party. Cadence turns 11 today, so house about to be full of screaming preteens. And I also have a very cranky baby right now. So if you hear screaming in the background, no worries, just children. Thank you everyone that left a comment, got entered in. So let's go ahead and pick a winner for the 1,200 subscriber giveaway. All right, so 27 unique comments. I don't know why every time I use this site, I completely forget how to use it again. I have to relearn, but here we go. Start up the raffle, see who wins. Kevin, and Kevin, I'm gonna try to pronounce this if this is your last name. Nutwick? I'm not sure. Correct me for sure. But Kevin, you are the winner. Reach out to me either through the Facebook group or through Instagram, and we will get your winnings, and we will get all your information and get your prize sent out to you. Thanks everybody for entering. Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I have like 14 orders to pull, but I have about 45 minutes to get them to the post office, and only 3 or 4 of them have to be out today. So I'll probably pull the ones that have to be out today, pack them up, take those, come back, pull the rest of them, and finish my day. There was a church sale, big church sale, one town over from me. It's a Thursday, so it was kind of weird. It's also a one-day sale, also weird. I don't know. I complain a lot. I guess if you guys don't want to hear me complain anymore, then tell me, hey Drew, stop complaining, just tell us what's sold. They did the cardinal sin. They had a strict 9 o'clock, no early sales in their postings, and by the time we got there at 8:45, doors wide open, everybody's inside. Whatever. Is what it is. I'm not going to cry about that. But the part that just grinds my gears is it's a by donation sale. That's how these always work, or most times work, because the products they're being given are by donation as well. They didn't pay anything for these. The people that donate them are donating them with the implied, I don't know, just with the implication that, not to get too fancy, with the implication that those things will be sold at whatever people want to pay for them, because the point isn't to get every dollar out of every item. The point is to get dollars into the church. That's what it's for. However many dollars, pennies, whatever that is. It's not to, at the end, because this is a one-day sale, it's not to, at the end of that day, have to pack everything back up and then maybe do it again or save it till the next year. That's not the point when people donate things to this type of sale. It's that those things will be sold or done as, they will be sold at donation prices or, you know, whatever. And I'm not saying people are cheap when they donate. Some people are. Some people give more than they normally would when it's a donation type of situation. I just try to give a fair value for what I'm getting, because in the most part, I know how much I'm going to get for it, so I know how much it's worth to give to them. So I try to give a fair amount of money for what it's worth. Probably more than you would get at a garage sale. But there were a couple of gentlemen, older gentlemen, walking around. Things are by donation, and then they would you'd be like, okay, here's $10 for this thing. And they'd be like, well, you know, really, we got to get $20 for that, blah, blah. It's not marked. This is a by donation sale. Who are you to say that this specific thing that I want to buy? Whatever. I didn't run into a lot of it. I didn't buy a lot of stuff either. All the things I would have bought, they had pulled to a separate table, and there was, again, one gentleman who thinks he knows what he's talking about and clearly didn't, and he was marking things, which that's fine. If you notice that something is a $200 item, you don't want somebody to come up and give you $5 for it. I don't have a problem with that. But when you're pulling out Time Life magazines just because it's got Johnny Cash on the cover or something like that. This is a random example. It's not actually what was there. I can't think of the cover of it, but there were like Time Life magazines, and you're individually pricing those. Who do you think's coming to buy those? Who do you think these people are? You can't. Your goal is to get as much money as you can today, not later. You're not going to sell it on eBay. What's the point of hanging on to it and getting $0? Because at a certain point, I started getting frustrated, and I passed on a couple typewriters I normally would have bought. There was a camcorder that was worth about $150 that I just didn't even want to deal with. They had an Xbox 360 that they were selling as new
because it was in the box. And then I looked at it once, and they had 95 bucks on it, and I said, not even gonna mess with it anyways, even though I did loop back around, because if it was new in box, 95 bucks for an Xbox 360, I could get about $400. So I looped back around, and I was just about to interrupt a guy and his son and say, hey, you know, I don't think this is new. Like, we should investigate this further. But he changed his mind, so I stepped in. And then I looked, and the seal had been resealed. There was a seal over top of the seal. I think just regular tape, maybe. And so I popped it open, and inside of it, no cords. No, it had 2 games that were supposed to be with it. No games with it. And this thing, it had a big old sticker across the top, and it was gross. I'm talking, been in a garage, covered in dust and dirt, gross. Whole thing. Or maybe it was just, you know, it was in the entertainment center and it collects dust over time. But gross. So I closed it back up, and it wasn't worth 30 bucks. And they wanted $100 for it. Ridiculous. So a few things I got. I got a pile of Tupperware, just some nickel or dime stuff. Let me see if there was anything that was important. Oh, this is one of those things they had marked. I went over the whole table of marked stuff because I know if something's worth something, and I'm the type of person that can pay up because I'm going to turn around and try to make money off it. But I sold this exact same hat for about 25 bucks free shipping about a month ago, and it wasn't new with tags. So I might get 50 bucks for that. 40 bucks, somewhere in that, free shipping, of course. But I paid 4 bucks for that. Also got a graphing calculator that's about $50 if it works. Got to find a charger cord. TI 84 Plus C Silver Edition. Oh, look at that. Memory's actually working. What else? Anything else interesting or cool that I got? Oh, very interesting. I picked up, and this, of course, I do this every time. I pick up the big thing as soon as I walk in, and I gotta walk around it with the rest of the day. It's always like a typewriter or something very cumbersome. It'll be like a small TV like this, and then I'm carrying around that for a half hour while I do the rest of my shopping. But I picked up this Louisville Slugger BB997 Bo Jackson edition, and it's in pretty rough condition. So normally, if it was in good condition, you're talking about 60 bucks. Bad condition, probably about 40 bucks. Then I got it home, and I happened to look at the bat knob here, and the name that is carved into this, that is a young man who died in a car accident when I was in high school. He was a grade below me. We weren't close, but we ran in the same circle. So we were friends, but our friends in common were much closer than we were. Either way, not really the point of the story. Just, I thought that was neat. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, I know who this is. I know it's going to mean something to somebody. So I just put it on Facebook and said, hey, you guys recognize this name? And my Facebook blew up. Just like after like, comment after comment. And so it's going to find itself a new home with somebody that it means something to them. And, you know, I'm not out anything. They're going to pay me the money that I paid for it and call it a wash. And I'm happy to do that. I thought it was pretty neat. And actually, this part's kind of funny because I thought Jen was crazy, but then everybody else started pointing it out. And now that I look closer, I'm not positive. You make the decision. Because Jen said, hey, is that boobs? This right here. If I can get it to zoom properly. And then there were many comments about, is that a butt? Are those boobs? I think it's a number 3, but also, you know, it's from a young boy, so it definitely could be some caricature drawing of some kind. But either way, that was the neat find of the day. And actually, she just messaged me right now. Very grateful that it's moving on to her. It's a surprise for her brother. So let's go ahead and get stuff going. Said I was up against the clock, and then I go jibber-jabbing. First thing going out, it's a book. It's actually 2 books. Short Talks. This one right here by D.L. Moody. The other one is Wonderful Career of, you guessed it, D.L. Moody. Of Moody and Sankey. And I think this is I think Moody is a religious, like a pastor or something. I'm not positive on that, but both of those right there. going out together. I don't think I've ever done combined shipping on books before, but again, combined shipping on free items saves me money, therefore makes me money. So I'll make an extra, you know, whatever that is, $3.40 or something. And for the pair of those, the Short Talks was, I don't know why it's not giving me a total on the phone. It always does normally. eBay. Short Talks right here. Got $18 free shipping. And then the Moody and Sankey in Great Britain and America from 1876 got $22. So that's actually a great sale. Next up on B3A is 2 Sylvania Emerson remotes, B3A. This must have been Jen, because I would have put the remotes in the remote bag, which, if I'm remembering correctly, I actually at some point did, and then didn't correct the listing. So let's go ahead and check. Right here, this one, it says 2, so they better match. And this one, yeah, those are the same right there. So somebody needed 2 remotes, which is cool. And again, combined shipping on free shippers means I make more money. I didn't realize that was I thought it was just an expensive remote when it came in. But either way, $26.98 free shipping for those 2 remotes. And just for your personal knowledge, that is a Sylvania Emerson NA270. And selling remotes is not... Uh-oh, Jen. This is an NA200, and this is an NA270. So let me double check. If not, might have an issue there. All right, that's a bummer. I'll do some research. It might be that they're still the same remotes and they'll work perfectly fine, and they're just different years or something. I'll have to look into it. Hopefully not an issue. If it is, I'll have to reach out to the buyer and say, hey, do you want me to send the one? Or so on and so forth. Hopefully it works out for the best for me. So $26.98, hopefully. Next thing going out on B3 is a lot of 7 vintage German coasters. I think it's this pile right here. I'm almost positive. And for those right there, yep, that's them. $11.69 free shipping. Those cost me $0, as well as the books, as well as the remotes. So far, high profits. Next thing going out in A1 is an SSK Saki, maybe? I got more than one, but it's a baseball glove. So I got to make sure I got the right one. And I got to remind Jen that we want to try to store things that are, that's one of them. And this is the other one, I'm not sure. Store things that are alike, like baseball gloves, specifically if there's more than one from the same brand, to put those on different shelves. Just to help me out. It's not a, you must do it this way. It's just helpful when I'm picking that I don't have to go back and look at the picture and decide that it's this one right here. Which if I would have opened it, I would have known, because it has this Dimple 2 in the title, which is this, I don't know, dimpled pocket like a golf ball. I doubt that's helpful for catching balls, but I'm not a pro baseball player by any means. But it seems kind of gimmicky to me. But maybe not, because that's an expensive baseball glove. $31.49 plus shipping. I will put this in a USPS padded flat rate, just like this. And I could put that into a USPS standard flat rate envelope, which is just a cardboardy envelope. And I could send it that way. I don't like to, because if those end up in a puddle, they can fall apart, and you got something big that you're stretching it with. It's just asking for trouble. When I first started, there was so many videos on how to cut corners with shipping to save 30 cents here and 40 cents there. Looking back, that's just a waste of time, because you're just asking for trouble. Yeah, it's going to work every once in a while, because I was so amazed. I wish I had one. I probably do, but it's hidden. Those like cardboard envelopes I'm talking about, your standard flat rate envelope, I think is what it's called. You can fold them in a way where it turns them into a box. If you're interested in that, look it up. It is pretty neat, But again, I like a vapor barrier. I like some type of water protection. I live in a place where it snows for 6 months of the year and rains for 2 of them, so I like some type of moisture protection. And then next thing and last thing that has to go out today, so I'll take a break after this one to pack it up, is a World Industries skateboard deck, trucks, and wheels. I didn't think this would sell this fast. When Jen listed it, I did go back and increase the price a little bit because I had comped it out before and it was just a little low. So I raised the price, but then ended up, I think it was on sale because it's a weird price, or maybe I sent out an offer, but I think it was on sale. But either way, and I'll probably make a couple dollars on the shipping, $67.49 plus $50 in shipping. I mentioned in the listing that I'm going to disassemble it for shipping. I hope they read that, because I think when she measured in order to ship it out or to do the in order to do the dimensions, she measured it like this, of course. And so the dimensionally, it'll be, I think, much smaller than what she put in there. So therefore, I will save some money. But it is going to California. So it's not Carlsbad, California. So it's not going to save a ton of money, but it won't be 50 bucks. Probably 35-ish. Either way, I paid $5, listed for, I don't even think it was listed for a week. And $67.49 plus shipping. Let me go ahead and take a little break, pack this stuff up, take it, and pull the rest of the orders. All right, back from the post office and running like 1,000 errands, including picking up my car that's been in the shop for 2 days. So we've been down to one vehicle. Tons of fun. This is how the package ended up. I got people trying to get in the garage right now. Someone trying to break in. Okay, nobody there. I guess I'm hearing things. But this is how the skateboard ended up being packed up. Like I said, I ran short on time, so it was supposed to go out today. I always say only in a case of emergencies, because the label is printed and on the item. In eBay's eyes, that item has been sent. So it saves you from getting any dings on your account. Not something you want to make a habit of. A buyer could still make a complaint that it's been sitting at your house and not checked into wherever. But it does save you. Again, don't make a habit of it. But when it is necessary, it's necessary. So either way, I ended up saving. Shipping still ended up kind of expensive because, like I said, it was going to California. So shipping ended up $27 or something like that. So that's an extra $23. So that's a bonus. Ended up being a pretty good sale because of that. And let's go ahead and pull some more stuff. Getting pretty hot in the garage, so I probably won't do all of them tonight. Do the rest in the morning before I take the packages. But C3B is a vintage Takara. C3B is this one right here. It was in with the Barbie clothes and Barbie dolls and all that, but this is not a Barbie dress. It's some type of Japanese doll. I can't remember. It is I can tell you, a vintage Takara Lisa Chan, Japan. White and pink dress, green bow, right there. And for that, $12.49 free shipping. Next thing going out is a vintage Chubb's baby wipe container in the red. Right here. I'll clean it up real good and send it out. Ran into, and I must have ran those in the sale. $10.79 free shipping on that. And I've said since I bought these, I've been looking for more because, you know, you'll see them with crayons in them or nuts and bolts at a garage sale. Saw the first one I've ever seen since I bought the huge lot of them. It was a pink one, which you can charge a premium on the pink ones. You know, an extra $1. I'm not talking crazy money. But it was full of so much stuff that, again, it was at that church sale. They were going to want more money than I was going to want to give them because of the stuff that was in it. And I just wanted the container. I didn't want to just dump all the stuff out on the table and take the container. So I passed. It was gross. But these, you can rub them down with rubbing alcohol. They're plastic. They're very cleanable. But for that one, $10.79 free shipping. And how I send these and keep them first class when I'm sending one is I medium bubble, loop around it. And then I take a couple scrap tabs that I've cut off from previous boxes. And I basically build a box around it, shove it in a poly bag, and that keeps it first class. Next thing going out is a 1987 93 Mazda Chilton, what do you call these? Instruction manual, repair manual. That's the word I was looking for. Right there. And for that one, $10.99 free shipping. That will go media mail. And I guess I'll just pull everything and pack it up when I can breathe again in here. Next up, Styx Crystal Ball on vinyl. And you might remember I had 2 of these. One of them I think sold $14.99, but it was in much better condition than this one. And that one, $7.99 free shipping. Next up, it's a book, Rose in Bloom by Alcott, right there. And for that book from 1932, $9.99 free shipping. And next up is another glove, D1 Louisville Slugger. D1 Louisville Slugger. I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one, Louisville Slugger. This is a nice glove. This one was actually sitting around in my house. But yeah, that's a real nice glove. I was tempted to keep it, but I have a very nice glove. But it's got this flex part in the back. It's very comfortable. Too much lining inside for me. Too sweaty. I can't have that. Because the glove I have now, I've had since I was a freshman in high school. Because that is the difference between a good glove and a cheap Walmart nothing glove. Because if you're like every other parent, when you go to buy your kid a glove, you get sticker shock when you look at how much a nice glove is. You know, $75, $100, $150. And it's, what? It's a baseball glove. But if you take care of it, it can be the last baseball glove. You can have it forever. It's leather. You can treat them. You can relace them. You just, if you take care of them, that's your last glove. You're done. You're good. But for that one, $20.99 plus shipping. And when Jen's been listing the gloves, normally when I do gloves, I do free shipping because I know it's going to go into a flat rate envelope. So I already know what the shipping cost is going to be. But she doesn't. And that's fine with me because then I make a couple bucks on the shipping. But gloves, I don't know why. It was something I just passed over for the longest time. And this summer I've been hitting them hard and they're doing great. $20.99 plus shipping. Love it. Next thing going out, The Story of American Hunting. I think it's over here. Yes, it's this very big one. Shouldn't even have bothered listing it because it's just so big and I'm making almost no money. I'm not going to pull it out. It's got like a neat case and then inside is the book. And for that monstrosity, $8.99 free shipping. That's going to cost around $5 to ship. Not great. But I've said before with the books, once I've gone through the steps of researching it, it's a click and a picture and then it's listed. So it's almost better to make the couple dollars, $1, $2, whatever, than to have wasted my time sometimes. I guess it just really depends on my mood that day. Next up on D2 is a fire extinguisher sign. It's a big metal sign. I'm guessing it's underneath these boots. Not underneath these boots. All right, Jen, what'd you do? All right, it's on D4, which I know it's confusing because the numbers are upside down, but confusing or not, it's got to be right. So she gets lashings. 10 lashings. Also stacking stuff on top. Not my favorite. I think I'm just in a complaining mood. Don't tell her that I'm out here talking bad. I'll grab both of them. Took the picture. When I have two and they're in different conditions, which it's pretty obvious that this one's a little worse, take pictures of the worst one. Unless there's going to be a dollar difference, take pictures of the worst one, and then it's a pleasant surprise if they get the better one. So I'll save the better one for the next person that buys. But if you do remember, I bought a bunch of signs, and it was because they were 25 cents a piece. I think mostly. There was a lot of them, some multi-quantity listings, stuff like that. So I thought it would just be a good volume buy, like I've talked about. It wasn't the best buy, because I don't think people care when they're buying a no smoking sign if it's a nice one or if it's a chintzy, like plasticky one. I don't think people care. So the price difference isn't enough to make it worth it. For that one, $13.49 free shipping. And what I'll do is, just like the tabs I showed you before, I'll take two of them and I will put them on both sides, just tape around it and send it out, and that'll be good to go. I say that full well knowing that if someone leans it up against something and karate kicks it, it'll bend right in half. It's a metal sign, it's just cardboard. But there's only so much you can do. So I have to take the assumption that the mail carriers will at least not purposely destroy my packages. And then next up, did a little negotiating on this one, but glad it's gone. Been listed a little long for me. B1 4 vintage tumbler glasses right here. And these are awesome. I picked these up, I think last year, but they're unbranded. I don't think I might have found a brand at some point, but I don't think so. I went with the keywords. So they are they are anchor hocking. I did find out they're anchor hocking. I don't know how I did that, but at some point I did. But keywords: highball, juice glasses, palm trees, evening sunset. Just trying to pick up on whoever would possibly want any of those things with their glasses. And I had them listed $49.99 plus ship. Somebody reached out, said, "We do 25." Said, "Meet me in the middle at 30 and we're good." And so that's what they paid, $30 plus shipping going out the door. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.